The Rolex Rippers, a female watch thieving group, have returned to town. The grandeur of a Rolex usually attracts a lot of attention. But lately, thieves, criminals, and other malicious individuals have begun to pay the brand the wrong kind of attention, putting the wrists and lives of unwary Rolex owners in jeopardy. A genuine Rolex watch is an investment for the long run, while wearing one on your wrist may radiate sophistication, effectiveness, and dependability. It can also arouse threats of violence and occasionally even murder. This video aims to highlight the criminal behavior of those who prey on Rolex owners, as well as the increase in Rolex theft across Europe. Hi there, I'm Megan, and welcome to our channel. If you're new, please subscribe and tap the notification bell to be updated for more upcoming videos like this. So let's get started. Rolex is a brand that has certain characteristics that appeal to watch enthusiasts, collectors, and lovers of timepieces. The same brand that is thought to represent prosperity, elegance, and class has drawn the attention of dishonest individuals. A criminal group known as the Rolex Rippers is one of these dishonest individuals who have exhibited an interest in Rolex watches worn by owners. Similar thefts occurred last year in southern England. These specific women have been targeting wealthy older gents who live in posh communities. They deceitfully and deftly take timepieces from the wrists of unwary owners while posing as representatives of organizations. This gang is thought to operate in pairs under the idea of conducting research and mostly targets owners of Rolex watches. They use clipboards as a deceitful weapon while tricking their targets into completing a phony petition or survey. Following a compliment from their victims, the Rippers may next attempt to hug or kiss them before swiftly removing the timepiece and fleeing the scene of the crime. Rolex Rippers have contacted males in cars who have been discovered alone in posh golf club parking lots, and they have even approached people who have been discovered at the upscale supermarket Waitrose. Even in the victim's front yard, they have targeted him. 9 similar thefts have been reported, including one in Dorset, Wiltshire, and Gloucestershire. There are numerous accounts of people who were harmed by these Rolex Rippers. Derek Freestone, an older man, is one of these victims. To see the Goodwood Festival speed motor racing event, the retired wine merchant from Birmingham, Kent, was stationed on a roof with a buddy. At 3:15 p.m., they made a stop to pick up prescription drugs at a pharmacy in Emsworth, 7th of July 2021. He was being approached by 2 women as he was sitting in the passenger seat of his friend's parked Mercedes in Hampshire's picturesque fishing hamlet of Emsworth. To get him to sign a petition for a particular deaf school there, the 2 knocked on his car window. Then, as one of the 2 tried to kiss 77-year-old Derek, who was taken aback, he was unable to pay attention to the other member of the pair who was shaking his hand. He didn't notice that his gold Rolex was missing until after he shoved the first woman away and slammed the car door. His 4,500 pounds Rolex watch from 20 years ago, which was now worth 12,500 pounds, had gone into thin air. Even though he dodged the car, it was already too late. They go so fast, and there was no trace of them. He was able to recognize them though. The 2 women were described as having dark hair and standing 5 feet 5 inches and 5 feet 7 inches tall, respectively. The 2 women were in their late 20s and late 30s, respectively. One of the Rolex Rippers was caught by a Romanian woman by the name of Stefania Tinica after engaging in a series of similar crimes. She was the first member of the infamous gang to be found guilty. The 40-year-old Stefania and a female accomplice had targeted wealthy, exclusive communities all around the nation. Through deception, a victim's $15,000 Rolex watch was taken. They tried to do the same thing to another man using their hug and kiss technique, but he retaliated. A court heard that the attempted robbery occurred at the Alderley Edge Golf Club in Cheshire in January 2021. Simon Kelly was contacted by the pair, one of whom was Seneca, who wanted to remove his 10,000 pounds Rolex Submariner from his wrist. Tinica and her accomplice were forced to give up and run away as Mr. Kelly struggled to free himself. By using the DNA that was obtained from Simon Kelly's wrist, the police were able to identify Tinica as the attacker, but they were unable to locate her. But on May 30, she attacked once more, this time 250 miles away on Bingham Avenue in Poole, close to the exclusive Parkstone Golf Club. She struck a 75-year-old man who was strolling along the street. After stopping him, she suddenly encircled him in her arms and grabbed his arm to catch his attention. The retiree gained freedom. Unfortunately, he discovered that his 15,930 pounds Rolex Submariner was missing when he got into a car. Although the watch was never found, Tinica could be recognized by the police thanks to the CCTV footage. Now, before we get deeper, please give a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video so far. Also, do you want your comments to be highlighted? Try our super thanks, and your words will be highlighted in this video, or join our membership program. Stefania Tinica was ultimately captured last November while attempting to board a plane at Lytton Airport. She admitted to the robbery and attempted robbery, and as a result, received a 40-month prison sentence. The Rolex strippers have now been connected to about 15 incidents, but their involvement in the majority of these crimes has not been adequately established. Despite Tinica's imprisonment, a new incident resembling the way her gang, the Rolex strippers, operates has happened. People now have doubts about this gang's potential as a result of this. They seem to be more numerous and larger than anticipated. Tinica could not have been involved in this most recent crime because she had already served her sentence. But a recent event that has the authorities worried about the gang's reappearance occurred in Dorset. Outside of a veterinary clinic in Christchurch, Dorset, two women approached the victim and asked him to complete a survey while attempting to take his watch off his wrist. A Christchurch police spokesman gave a detailed account of what happened on Friday, July 29 this year. Two women who identified themselves as charity workers approached their intended recipient to assist with filling out a survey. After receiving the required information, they attempted to hug him and shake his hand while secretly attempting to take his wristwatch. Last year, some extremely skilled individuals who were allegedly Rolex rippers wreaked havoc in the same Dorset. The victim, a 63-year-old marine engineer, had his 14,000 pounds Rolex stolen by a pair of Eastern European-speaking women who approached him using the identical tactic used by Rolex rippers. In Wimborne, a pair posing as charity workers approached Alan Bruce, 63, as he was parking his Audi TT Sport. They asked him to assist them in signing a petition for a deaf center, and he consented to do so while deftly resting his left hand on his Yachtmaster Rolex. His Rolex was deftly removed from his hand by the two women. Richard Gray and Robin Haycock also participated in this binge of wristwatch theft. On July 17 of last year, Robin was accosted for his 20,000 pounds Rolex Daytona endorsement in the parking lot of the Ferndown Golf Club, while 79-year-old Richard was likewise freed of his 8,000 pounds Rolex by two women outside his Campfire Cliffs residence on October 2021. Cities like Paris have not been free from the rise in watch thefts, which the newspaper Du Dimanche reports have climbed by this season. In the summer and winter, some gangsters also target the locations where wealthy people are expected to congregate. In the summer, these criminal organizations travel to Barcelona, Cannes, Ibiza, and Mykonos, while they also pay for trips to Milan, Rome, and Turin. Watch thieves from different groups have undoubtedly been active for a long time. A new breed of female watch thieves, however, has emerged with a 2-to-1 method of operation. While the infamous Rolex strippers appear to still be at large, Stefania is detained. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. This was Megan. And before you leave, if you want to know more about luxurious watches like Rolex, then click and watch the next video here.